Oh my God, you do look like Howie Mandel.
Yeah, with the glasses.
Oh no, you want to top that off? Hold on, I got you. I got you right here. I got everybody right here. I even have a red set of glasses. That's the end of the day. Come on, man.
Special guest Howie Mandel on the MC2 Weekly Redux. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. But so the topic of discussion today, really, the big enchilada, the huge topic is rebranding, right? And we've just left it open. The topic's rebranding. We're not going to talk, is it good, is it bad? We're just going to give our own opinions on it.
So I actually had I've had this name since 2003. And it was
back in Nam.
Yeah, back in Nam. I played Star Wars Galaxies, and this name came up, and I was a pretty badass Jedi. And everyone in that whole community knew me.
Also a drug lord on the side.
And it was actually
Why do you not lead with that every week? I don't get that. That would be the first thing I would lead. Hi, my name's Escobar. I'm a badass Jedi, and just go on with the rest of the stuff.
Jedi / drug lord.
Leave it there. I was a badass Jedi. People knew me. It was actually Escobar. Honestly, I didn't even know who Pablo was, and all I get is, "What's up, Pablo?" I'm like, shh, ban. I rebranded earlier this year after deployment. I knew I needed to, and I really did it to really kind of find myself in when it comes to streaming and what I want to be seen as, in a sense. And I'm myself, but I can actually feel good and comfortable around my brand and something I created and I had help getting created. But it was it was a lot of stuff that goes into that. Do I change my name? Decided not to. Again, I had a company look at what I had going. We had some ideas flowing back and forth, and they were like, "Hey, we should do this," and I'm pretty happy with it. I had especially being on Mixer, the challenges that we had on Mixer being that I can only play games that I'll get viewership, followers on Mixer because of Mixer's issues. But I ended up venturing off over to Twitch before we actually moved over, thinking I could probably leverage that rebrand idea there, or here, I should say now. And then it just so happened we all just moved over here, and it works.
Why did you, because you started with, I had to rebrand. Like, why did you feel like you had to? I mean, like, I know it's a tough question, but like,
yeah.
Did you not have the identity you wanted, or you felt like you were just streaming?
Well, I did. I felt like I was streaming. I was streaming to build follows instead of actual, like, this is the direction I want to go. And I think we still make adjustments as we go. I think that at the time, I really wanted to branch off into doing like more single player content when I was so focused in on multiplayer games and playing with viewers. I felt like if I had a brand that kind of backed up this change to doing what I wanted to kind of stream more, one of my streams to be more of, it kind of allowed me to open that door, in which it had. It's allowed me to do that.
MDB, you've always been MDB, haven't you? But you did do an overhaul.
Yeah, I did an overhaul, and I think that's important to kind of see who you are, what you're doing. In my case, it was one of those to where basically everything that was on my stream before, I had this whole thought process of sitting inside of a treehouse, and basically I was inside the treehouse, and that's what you would see, and a TV next to me, and then be able to manipulate that television essentially to where either it was the game I'm playing or whatever it happened to be. But I was still sitting inside that treehouse every time you saw me. And I decided to do an overhaul because one, I was the one that built that whole thing. Decided to go to a professional, give them the idea that I had, which was having my logo at the time, which I've now changed to what they've created. But the logo at the time was me sitting in the middle of a tree. And I was like, well, that's me. Like, I'm an oak tree, so why not? And so that's what you see now around me is me sitting inside that, and I became the logo. And so that was kind of the thought process behind it. And it works out really well for me. And I think I literally go by oak tree in real life. I've got friends that call me that. I got friends that don't know my real name. They just know me from that since I was 15 years old. So it's very difficult for me to change that part of the process, but doing an overhaul was there. And it's based on who you are, what you want to do. And I think that everybody has to kind of assess what they're doing. And if what they're doing right now, moving from Mixer to Twitch, if it's not successful, look at doing an overhaul or look at doing a rebrand and see if it's something that can help you. Or maybe your thought process has changed, similar to the way that Tom's has. That thought process has to change. What do I want to focus on? What do I want to do? And some people, it's and I don't know, you'll have to tell us on your story, Tom, but it's one of those, did you feel that pressure of, I worked so hard to do this, but now I don't feel the same urge, the drive to work on Bobby, if you will. Do I need to make that change in order to be redriven? Or how did you want to do that? So, and I think you've kind of touched on that before, but I think it's important for people to hear that full story.
So here's my thing, right? So, number one, I'm hot in that outfit. It's a turtleneck and a jacket and a wig, and I get hot. I like sweat my ass off, and it doesn't matter how cold the house is, with two computers running in the room and I'm wearing that, I'm just like ridiculously hot. At the same time, I was thinking about it because it is great content. It's hilarious. It's hilarious content. But at the same time, I look for what do I like to watch on YouTube? And I can only watch like Dr. Disrespect so much, right? It's a kill feed. It's a kill montage. I can't watch those very long. My attention span's like, okay, it's the same shit over and over.
To relate to.
It's entertaining, but for like a split minute, maybe like 1 or 2 minutes, which I think is like the average retention span is like 2.5 minutes for my videos anyways that I throw on YouTube. And I was more drawn to, I think I've got a good thing going with being able to help people. You guys have known me for almost a year as Bobby, so it's a little new. But you've known me for almost a year, right? And I do like to help people. I like to help people change their stream, to beautify their stream, to make their stream more in line with a brand, more in line with content, provide a theme, give it this holistic thematic vision, and just make it come to life. Dab Dude says, rebranding makes me think of a single streamer who rebranded too often. I don't know what they called themselves at the end before they quit, but how could they have? I know exactly who you're talking about, Dab Dude. I won't say their name, but that is one. So, okay. By all means, there's another factor to rebranding. If we're going to go back to the rebranding topic, and that's timing, right? And I know MDB, you touched on it. You guys want to highlight it again at all? Or Escobar, do you want to tackle it?
I had actually timed my rebrand to be just ahead of, it was a lot of things going on, but then I also I actually slowed my stream time because I wanted, I had like 1,800 follows on Mixer, and then I just slowed my roll because I knew in like 3 months, it was a 3-month project, and I kind of wanted to go into like 2,000 follows, which is the metric on Mixer for like partnership or whatever. I wanted it to be actually like
viewers,
be hype behind it, and that it'd be like this huge thing. So I slowed down. I had because I was gonna rebrand anyways. I was gonna switch gameplay, all that stuff. I wanted to do it like at like 1900, and then blaze right into 2000 follows.
7 p.m.
And it'd be like this grand old thing. And then the same weekend that happened, Mixer decides. So I ended up, I slowed my roll down. I wanted to do all these things, and then I joined you guys right after launch, and then the rest is history.
And then Mixer crashed. Yeah, so I mean that was the exact feedback. We were like, we love this guy. We love his interaction with his stream. We like the personality. We like what he's doing. He's got good entertainment value. But we're like, but who?
Not sarcastic at all. All.
Who is he?
Never sarcastic.
Never. Ask any of my
Never. No. We didn't know who you were. We didn't know what's Escobar? Like, what is he? What's his brand? And we're like, what's your brand? And you're like, I'm rebranding. I'm like, okay, well, let's apply after you rebrand. And you're like, okay, it's a good idea.